right. Play with Matches is back. We almost were going to call it a day today, but I realized that we have some stuff to react. Whoa, Gabrielle.
It just
Whoa.
attacked me.
We've got some stuff to react to from Libs of TikTok that is everybody's favorite when we do that. Everybody's always asking, Jesse, Gabrielle, react to more Libs of TikTok. It's like, well, I mean, geez, we don't want to be mean. And they're like, yeah, but we want you to be mean. And so it's like, okay, fine, we can definitely be mean. So that's what we're going to do. We got one from Tim Waltz's daughter again, in case you guys, yeah, and that is absolutely priceless. She is Hope Waltz is so lame. Is that her? Nope. Looks like her though. There she is.
What was that?
Remember, hey, Gabrielle, how does Hope Waltz talk? Go imitate her. Yeah. And that's why, I don't know, you should probably like think about why you're looking at people like that when obviously only white people are in there. Mm-hmm. Black people are constantly thrown out of there, and you should read more books. That's what.
And if you're a runner, you're really privileged.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that one, dude. Dude, honestly, we could just do an entire episode where we just go to her, like just
her TikTok,
and just watch it. But we're gonna do this instead.
What is this person?
Oh, I'm gonna show you. But yeah, so why don't you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, show this to your friends, be like, this couple is my favorite couple on the internet. Unless we're second or third favorite, you can tell them that instead. Whatever, you know, tell them the truth. I don't care. Okay, so my favorite thing is when these leftist people talk about when they talk about alpha males.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so this man says alpha males look up to Joe Rogan while Joe is terrified of Gavin Newsom, which is absolutely hilarious.
What does one call itself if it's that?
I don't know. But I know that look up to Joe Rogan is like, I mean, I would say men in general probably look at Joe Rogan and are like, wow, he's making hundreds of millions of dollars and all he does is what he wants to do. He does comedy, loves doing comedy. He opens a comedy show. He has a podcast where he just meets and hangs out with all his good buddies.
Talks about things he's interested in.
He does whatever he wants. That is the part that I look up to.
Oh, like, yeah, that's the dream.
That's essentially exactly what my life is. It's just at a much smaller financial scale. You know what I mean? Gavin and I were talking about that last weekend where we were in Vegas and, we had just we were going to Backstreet Boys that night, I believe.
So good, y'all.
And we woke up and we're like in our hotel room in Cosmo. I'm looking out on the Bellagio fountain. I'm like, I literally have everything I've ever wanted. Like I've never been a person who's like, I want 7 Bugattis. I want 6 Escalades. I'm like, I want like a nice car and I want freedom.
It's so funny. I literally almost posted on my Instagram today because I took my car and like got it washed and I got out and took a picture of it. I'm like, I freaking love my minivan. Meanwhile, Jess is over here like, why don't you get an Escalade or a Yukon Denali?
That's not because I care.
It's not, no,
I drive
because we need to spend some money, right? But like, I'm like, we could get these cars, but like, I genuinely love my minivan and I want my minivan.
Yeah.
I'm like so happy with it.
That's how cool she is, dude. Like we literally not, and most, like, I mean, I'm doing fine, obviously, but because of her, we have so much fucking money coming in that we have to find ways to like spend it because we're just gonna have to pay it in taxes otherwise. And so I'm like, I don't know, get like a souped up Denali or something for all the kids. She's like, I don't want it. She just wants her minivan. I'm like, you're the coolest chick on earth.
I love my minivan. But
nonetheless, we are extraordinarily, overwhelmingly grateful for our life. And,
amen to that.
But Joe Rogan is doing it at the ultimate, like at the absolute ultimate. So this guy, let's just listen to this stupid fuck talk. All right.
Happy Thursday. I was thinking while I was driving to work this morning, I saw another mutual of mine the other day did a video that I duetted on my backup account where he was talking about how alpha men spend all of their time trying to get the attention of and approval from other men. And
okay.
What? Everybody tries to get the approval of everyone, if possible. Although I guess there are certain things that people could do where they disqualify themselves from you giving a fuck what they think. But that's a really weird. You think that we don't care what, like, oh no. Yeah, listen, hey, as long as the guys think we're cool, if every woman on earth thinks we're a piece of shit, that's awesome. That's ludicrous and dumb.
And, all of the alpha men that I see online, they're kind of their North Star, their shining star is Joe Rogan. It's like the ultimate alpha male.
Is that for the case? Is Joe Rogan the ultimate alpha male?
I don't know about all that, but
I mean, how do you define an alpha male? Joe Rogan is, a martial artist that is strong, does cage fights and whatever. I mean, maybe that just looks totally normal to me.
To classify human beings.
That's what I'm
this
saying.
way,
Like
but
alpha male.
it's weird. I want to see where he's going with this because I'm genuinely curious.
Me too. But real quick though, have I ever once in the whatever 19 years that we've
Many years.
have I ever referred to myself as an alpha male ever?
No, but I don't know. Okay.
I'm just
the
saying.
term just bugs me.
That's me too.
But I don't think
Me
even
too.
alpha males go around calling themselves alpha males. So, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
You disqualify yourself if you say it about yourself because it's a really weird thing that you shouldn't have to say anything about yourself.
The peak ultimate
Yeah.
man.
And he is terrified of California Governor Gavin Newsom. He's scared to death of him. Joe Rogan spent years absolutely fucking trashing Gavin Newsom in California, mainly starting in COVID. And
Right, and he continues to do that.
Gavin Newsom's response to COVID and LA's response to COVID. And Joe Rogan was so dissatisfied with all of that and homelessness in LA, which is a problem, as it is in every.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
was how they handled
Hey,
COVID.
the response to COVID was not a
Yeah.
problem. Hey, what do you think caused the homelessness, you stupid fuck? They made it illegal to go to work or to run your business, and then the homeless thing explodes. He's all, that is a problem. You're not connecting those dots, huh? This guy's a fucking genius.
He's not connecting any dots.
No.
Every city in the United States because of the economic disparities in this country.
What about where the elites told people they couldn't go to work for 2 or 3 years? Do you think that could have affected anybody's ability to maintain housing? I'm just saying, seems like a common sense question to ask yourself if your sole fucking concern is not, how can I make myself look like a fucking grown up 80s rock star?
And the fact that our government will send $4 billion of our taxpayer money to Israel for no reason, with no strings attached, so that people who live in Israel can have socialized medicine, free medical care, free college, free abortions on demand.
Hang on. Is he trying to say that Joe Rogan is some kind of advocate for Israel? Because that's laughably untrue.
But our own government won't provide even the most basic necessities for people who live in the United States of America.
It's interesting how these guys are always so obsessed with like what they want the government to give them. And for some reason, they don't see when the government takes things away from people. It's one thing for the government to just exist and kind of like not really do anything. And it's another where it's like, listen, if it weren't for these frickin' Republicans, we would be doing all of these amazing things. We'd have all of these free programs. And you're all, yeah, but if it wasn't for the Democrats, the homeless people would have maintained their jobs. They would have not gotten forced into doing this. They would have not gotten locked. Like, I don't see, how do you not make that fucking connection?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, you're not feeling that? Go ahead, Gabrielle, respond.
No, I mean, I do think that our country does a horrible job taking care of its own.
I agree.
And yes, sending money elsewhere when we have a lot of work to do at home is a problem.
Yes.
But I'm just trying to figure out what side this person is on, because he
was obviously a Democrat.
Yeah, but then he was like screaming about free abortions being a problem.
No, he was saying that sending money to Israel is a problem, and they're getting free abortions in Israel, and we're not here. That's what he was saying.
Oh, got it.
He's like, we need those free abortions.
We need abortions on demand.
So you cut off our abortions, and now you sent them to Israel for cheese. That's what he was saying.
Okay, got it.
No, really, that's what he was saying.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But he made a giant, massive, big show out of moving out of California
We all did.
and moving to Texas.
Amen.
Freedom, where he actually pays higher taxes than he.
Incorrect.
Pays higher taxes.
Incorrect statement.
Pays higher taxes. There's no state income tax here.
We do pay a high property tax, yes.
Right.
But
hey, what do you think Joe Rogan's state income tax
it would be
bill
in California,
would be?
yeah.
Okay. oh, they pay an extra 1% property tax every year. You're all right. And in California, you pay an extra whatever what's the top tax bracket? Because that's what Rogan would be
A
in.
lot.
So like, let's say 11%. So what's 11% of, I don't know, last year, let's just give it around $100 million that he made, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's $11 million he would have paid in state taxes to California. And he paid like, I don't know, what is it? Is it 2% of your property value?
It varies. I don't know.
Well then, so
it's a lot.
let's just back into Joe Rogan probably has a $15-16 million house.
Sure.
And he pays 2% of that. So 10% would be, let's say 1.6. So 1% would be 160,000. So 2% would be 320,000. Is 320,000 more than 11 million? I'm sorry, I'm having trouble doing the math, but I think you're a fucking retard, guy.
He did when he lived in California. And spent years criticizing Gavin Newsom. And he is afraid to have Gavin Newsom on his podcast.
Wrong.
Gavin won't come, right?
Oh, no. Gavin wants on. And
Oh.
Rogan's like, fuck you. I'm not having you on.
Oh, not giving him the platform.
He's not giving him the platform.
Yeah.
Like, Rogan knows exactly what Gavin Newsom is. And Gavin Newsom is a very good politician who is doing the rounds now. And he's like, I'm running for president 2028. I'm doing the memes. I'm just a guy's guy. It's going to work. He's going to win. But Rogan's not going to fucking fall for it.
Just made my stomach turn.
Dude, you should prepare yourself. Like, he's going to win. That's my prediction right now. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. Believe me.
I'm leaving.
We fled. Now, the thing is,
I'm leaving again.
The thing is he will have a very hard time doing the act that he's going to do, which is going to get him elected, which is going to convince people that, oh, like I care about everyone's freedom, and then flipping on all of us, in 2020, because he's going to have to get reelected. Mm-hmm. So as much as I think he's scum, I don't think it's going to be as bad as people anticipate, because they're thinking COVID. Like they're going to lock us down. They're going to do this. What he's going to do is behind the scenes, he's going to green light all the social credit score stuff. He's going to green light all that worse shit, that everybody's afraid of, that they're kind of doing now anyway. But yeah, that's why Rogan won't happen.
Did you ever go over the new Texas school rules?
No.
We should do that.
We should do that. Right after this.
Recently, within the last couple of weeks, Gavin Newsom appeared on a podcast with another, I think he's former military.
Yeah, his name's Sean Ryan. It's the #2 podcast in the world, but good research.
A guy named Sean Ryan. It was a great interview. And if you watch that podcast, what you see from Gavin Newsom is that he has an absolute, total, dominant command of facts and information.
Laughable.
He has a dominant command, okay?
Laughable. I did a video about some of the facts that he put out. Okay, like let me see actually if I can find it.
Just because you say things confidently does not mean they are true.
Well, also Gavin Newsom post about Florida. There's California. This was like perfect because like at first glance you're all, oh, okay, like I could see that, but then you actually look at the like what he's saying, and it's like, I wonder if I could find it. This is I actually really want to find this because it's like the perfect
example.
Perfect example. It was like it's something like the biggest discrepancy or they take care of their elder. I don't know. It's just all stuff where you're like, oh, the insurance policies are the highest in Florida versus, that's because they get hit with hurricanes. You
all
fucking
the
idiot.
time.
Yeah, and so it's like that's a nice stat line
every year.
that has nothing to do with the government. It has to do with the weather.
Yeah.
And then another one had to do with like the.
Meanwhile, in California, you can't even get fire insurance on your home animour. So
exactly.
Would you rather pay more and have insurance, or not be able to get it at all and lose everything?
Exactly.
Just a thought.
Yeah, and fuck, I wish I could find that, dude, because it was perfect. But look, like this is what he's doing on his X. It's like a perfect,
He's so ew.
Yep.
I say this every time. The sight of his face makes me want to vomit.
Mm-hmm. When you watch him on the podcast, though, it's like that. He is a phenomenal politician.
Oh yeah, I'm not
like one of the best ever.
Yeah. Because he's a fucking sleazeball.
He's a psychopath. Because especially when he goes on to
Is he a psychopath or a sociopath?
It's hard to say, dude.
I mean, he's definitely certifiable.
It's really
I
hard
don't
to
throw
say.
those words around lightly. I think that man is clinically something.
Yes, I agree. But he's so smart and he's so good at hiding it. And then because he can even go on to like Sean Ryan, and then he's just like, hey man, he's like, I'm just a regular guy, just like you. I'm just a regular guy like you, you know? Matter of fact, I don't want to talk about him anymore. Let's make fun of people. Okay, so let's look at this stupid bitch, Hope Waltz, and let's listen to her genius takes.
Okay, so on the topic of book talk, as well as Trump's bitch baby wussy scaredy cat behavior in DC, it got me thinking of a book I read in college. I think it was when I was at the University of Minnesota. It was Locking Up Her Own by James Foreman Jr. And it
100%.
I read a really smart book, and I'm going to tell you all about it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because my professor made us read it, and so I read some of it, and now I can act like I read lots of books. But like, you know what's one thing that's a dead giveaway of someone who doesn't read a lot of books is we don't talk like this if we read a lot of books, you know?
Talks about what led to, arguably, you should also read the new Jim Crow. And
oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were
like, just stop mid-thought.
I'm sorry, like, you know what else? You know what else people who read a lot of books don't do? That.
They finish
their thought. Internet kid.
And go into this one.
Yeah. So, you know what else you should read is the new Jim Crow. You're all, what was the point you were making? She's like, we lock up blacks, and all the whites do nothing but lock up blacks. Listen to her point, and this is so funny.
You should also read the new Jim Crow and then go into this one along with like a million in between. But that's just
because she's read a million books in
all
between.
Of them.
She's read every book. She's read every book. Yeah, fucking right.
1, 2, you kind of get it. But like modern mass incarceration of like black men, and it talks about DC and the war on drugs and how all of that led up to what we're now seeing. Also note the crime rate in DC is at the lowest it's been in 30 years.
Oh, so shouldn't that mean the Trump's the best president
That's
ever?
good.
Hey, Trump's the best president ever then, huh?
But why is she going to say? Because we locked up everybody?
But this is a good book to kind of get like a larger viewpoint.
Well, wait, hang on. You know what's going on in DC right now, right?
Viewpoint? No, what?
Oh, Trump like federally took over law enforcement in DC.
Fabulous.
It's pretty funny actually. Why? Because like
that.
there's like this kid that was working for Doge. He's like 25. I can't remember I would remember his name if I thought for a second. But like he was like one of Elon's key like forensic accountants. And he was like just getting in his car, and he got carjacked and got the shit beat out of him. And Trump was like, "That's it. We're taking over. We're taking over fucking law enforcement."
I mean, isn't DC like its own thing?
Yeah, but Trump is saying
very
like,
eloquent. Like the Vatican City is not like Rome, right? It's like its own.
DC is its own. I don't really understand exactly how it works. It's like that, but it's like its own district, whatever. It's in Virginia, but DC is its own thing or whatever. Yeah.
So. The president should have control over that. That's his
but they
arena.
Don't. And so it's like, he's like, we're putting it under federal control. And so of course, all the Democrats are like, oh my God, it's fascism. The fascists, they're coming in. They're coming to put all the blacks into the camps. They're coming to whatever. You're like, I mean, or Trump is a fucking goldfish and he saw a kid that he knows and likes got beat up. He's all, we're taking over fucking law. We're taking over. Like, they're like, it's a fucking huge plot. There's no future for anyone who's not down with the fascists. He's like, no, I just saw a photo of a guy I like that got beat up. And I was like, you know what we could do?
We're done with
Take
that.
it over. Take it all the way over. Mm-hmm. Like, that's like the depth he's operating at. So just fucking relax, Hope Waltz, and then tell us your genius take about what's going on here.
Point of this sort of stuff. And it's always been like one form of another of like the US locking up people that aren't like rich and white and men. And like we're very much seeing that continuation go on.
Hang on. I just want to make sure that I understand. So if I am white, right, and I start robbing banks as an example, or beating up women, or shooting at people,
or forging signatures on quitclaim deeds,
or forging things on, yeah. So I'm not going to go to jail because I'm white. I'm just, Like I
feel like that's wrong.
The point that you're making, which is that if you are super wealthy and white, that you get to stay out of jail. Sure. Like, I mean, most of the time that ends up being true if they're like crazy wealthy. But the idea that the reason sole reason that blacks and browns are getting locked up is because it's a big racist conspiracy versus the
crime rate.
The people who are committing crimes happen to be in those groups. And maybe there's reasons you could talk about, but like this grand conspiracy, lock up all the blacks. It's ridiculous. Like, dude. Yeah. White people who commit the same crimes get locked up also. Okay. It's just.
I would argue also with what we see with Trump, it's just like more of it. Yeah, go read that book. This was not worded very well.
You think? Hey, you fucking think, dude?
But it's a really good book. But start with The New Jim Crow, because that's just like the most basic level read.
Hey, the reason she didn't refilm it is because she doesn't know what she's talking about and she knows it.
Like,
and so she's like, I'm not going to be able to do it better. Like, it wasn't worded well, but Trump's a bitch and Trump's white supremacist.
Go read this book.
Go read this book. Okay, so this dude right here. All right. This dude is, he says, wait, what? He's leaving his entire family, job, and cat to drive to DC so he can protest against Trump. I'm going to show you something funny after this.
I'm leaving my kids, my family, my house, my job, my cat, and everything else just to fucking drive to DC right now. I'm driving from Michigan to Washington, DC because Pedo 47 is a piece of shit, and I'm going to stick up for my fucking fellow citizens. So fuck you, MAGA. I'm on my way to DC.
I'm scared.
I'm leaving.
Oh, no. No. Watch this. 400% increase in paid protesters. Let's check this out, Gabriel.
What on earth?
Whoops. So, crowds on demand. CEO provides insight as paid protester requests are up 400% under Trump. Oh, you mean these aren't organic? Weird. They're a bunch of paid.
Never thought that for a second.
Now, does that make this guy feel stupid that you're all, hey, all those other people out there are getting paid and you're all, I left my job.
Maybe he is getting paid.
I left my kitty cat.
Maybe he's getting paid.
You left your cat for this, you scumbag.
That was a stupid move.
Your cat's never going to trust you ever again. You're right. Maybe he is getting paid. Now this, oh wait, hang on. Which is the, oh no, that's a serious one. Okay, check this out.
No.
How queer was Jesus?
No.
He was an observant Jew, but he was 30 years old with no wife and no job and hung out with 12 other dudes. That's pretty queer. I'm going to listen to this guy say that because that's so absurd.
How queer was Jesus? He was an observant Jew, but he was 30 years old, no wife, no job, hung out with 12 other dudes. That's pretty queer. Queering the Bible takes Jesus and other outsiders and religiously stigmatized folks in the past and juxtaposes them with contemporary queer folks and Christians, realizing that despite our past cultural differences, sexual and...
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, so this woman in Canada was denied entry to a 2S LGBTIAQ plus Two-Spirit. Oh, 2S is Two-Spirit. Event because
you know that.
I honestly, because I was looking, I'm like, what 2S? Because I've done videos about all the different genders, and Two-Spirit is one of them. Because her braids don't align with the event's cultural appropriation policy.
Rude.
Amazing.
Hi everybody. I'm at the Bastard Barbecue right now. All my friends are in there. But I guess supposedly since I have wool in my hair, I'm not allowed in. And there's a big voucher thing that they want me to read and sign, and they want to give me, they want to refund my money and not let me in. And I just paid $60 and drove all the way from New West. And I also just drove all the way here from Headley so that I could be here last night and got home at 4 o'clock in the morning. And now I can't get in because of my hair.
It was included in, when you bought your ticket, it was included, our culture appropriation policy was included when you bought your ticket, when you, like, in the description of the event.
I thought they're the ones who are so accepting of everyone. So wait, she can't go in because her hair looks like maybe a black girl's hairstyle.
I don't even have words for that. That's where we've gotten.
I mean, we haven't gotten there. That's for goddamn sure.
That's where they have gotten.
Hey, the reason that we're at where we are now, where Anna Paulina Luna is a congresswoman and the whole world's all Trump in your face, Trump in your face, Trump in your face, is because of that. You know, you're like, you people are so batshit.
Relax.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you're not adhering to our cultural appropriation policy.
I honestly can't.
I know. You have to go get our kids anyway.
I do.
All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.